Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? I am the Pray Trader, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is July 9th, 2026. I will be trading SPY here today. But before we get into the charts, let's get a word from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Today's word comes from Proverbs chapter 8, verse 35, and it reads, For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. All right? I'm going to read it one more time. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 35. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so whoever finds Jesus Christ, you find life and you also receive favor from the Lord. Okay, nice word to start off this day. Okay, all right. Today is Thursday, July 9th. Whenever you come to the church, you'll always come to forexfactory.com. See if you have any news. We had news at 8:30, an orange folder, which was a medium impact expected. And we also have news here at 10, but it says low impact. All right, the time is now 9:45. Let's hop into it. If you're new to the channel, greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. If you're not new, let's get into it. All right, we're gonna do a top-down analysis here. Do the daily bias, mark up higher time frame key levels, plan the trade, trade the plan, and execute with no fear. All right. Previous daily candle closed bullish. As you can see here, we got a gap up, nice bottom wick, and price is pushing up. All right. First 15-minute candle just closed as well. So let's go down to the 1 hour. All right. The 1 hour has a pre-market resistance right here. We got clean traffic coming up. You see here, when we get above these levels, they could potentially push up. All right. We got a support right here. Yeah, sales may be the best below this support. Range 2 sales. Okay, let's go to the 30-minute. All right, 30-minute, we got clean candles coming up as well. All right, so if we want to be a buyer above this pre-market resistance, let's navigate the range. I'll use this pre-market wick. See if we can close above, retest, and keep pushing up here today. All right. Do, 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 do. Yeah, as far as the sales, I'll just wait until below here. So that'll be a range two. All right, you got one range here, second range here. Clean candles coming down. Again, I'm just marking up key support and resistance levels. Okay, so here's the top down analysis I have here, July 9th. Thursday here today on SPY. And again, I am the Prather Trader. All right, you can reach out to me on IG or all right, if this style of trading suits you. All right, let me get a screenshot of this top down analysis. And if I want to be a seller down here, I will use this wick right here. Okay, and it's just me navigating through the range. Okay, closure below, retest, nice push down. All right, you see buyer stepped in, but we're kind of rejecting this pre-market resistance level. All right, and our job here is just to wait. Just to wait. All right. Yeah, Thursdays do sometimes create big no trade zones, but I may be open to some range two sales below here. All right. We'll navigate when that time comes. Okay, the time is at 9:51. We have a little less than 9 minutes for this first 30-minute counter to close. Be patient here. Like I said, I do want to be a buyer above 748 due to previous price action, but I do need a closure above this pre-market wick. Got clean candles coming up. All right. Doing times of volume, I'm not really worried about this resistance, so that you can see here. Okay. Price is juicing. Let's see what is talking about.
Danny, because as you say,
Let's see.
that Microsoft was allowing it use, and the same for the other companies that it was using.
Yeah. So the Bloomberg News story talks about a couple of tools that are very specific to either maintenance or tracking of some inventory. I personally don't think they're getting rid of either Windows or Office. Those are, very different products. And that's kind of our big thesis on the software space. That when you have critical mission specific software that a firm is running on, those are very tough to unseat. But if you have ancillary products or if you're selling software to smaller companies, those are the ones that are at risk. And frankly speaking, this is not the first time we're going to hear this. This is going
The
to be a
future of
recurring
human
theme
longevity.
over the next several years, that so and such company has taken
Oh man, my bad. I was muted the whole time. I was going over those trades from yesterday. Here go the first trade I took. Again, my bad. I was stopped out of this long position, closed above the navigation zone. Sellers tried to step in, broke the previous candle high, but I had a bearish bias. Should have been more cautious, but that's okay. Right here is the other trade I took where I broke even. Okay, price stopped me out. Closed below my navigation zone, retested it, broke the previous candle lows. All right, broke the support. I was bearish on the day. Nice clean candles coming down. Boom. All right, and that was a position I more than likely should have waited for. Okay, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. We do want it to leave a nice top wick, come down, give us a nice bottom wick, and we will enter long positions here today on SPY. And again, yes, I do see this resistance here to the left, but I am still going to enter if I get nice setup, as you can see here. All right, when we get above here, all right, we can push up. Okay. All right, we got less than 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. The VIX is trading at about 16.43, and we have almost 6 million people trading SPY right now. All right. Here's my daily focus with a little over a minute left for this candle to close. Daily focus today is the 9th. No fear, execute when edge appears. All right. Okay, my goal here today, or my system, is just to follow my plan. Just to follow my plan. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we got about 30 seconds, 30 seconds for this 30-minute candle to close. All right, we closed above here. Let's see if we can get a nice bottom wick to retest this navigation zone. And I will get in to break up the current candle highs. All right, we open with little to no bottom wick. 1 hour closed bullish as well. Okay, let's see if we can get a retest. Okay, I'm about to read something here from The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. You have to grow into the trader you dream of becoming. Okay. You have to grow into the trader you dream of becoming. Uh, Yes, we did get a closure above, but I wanted a steeper bottom wick than this because that bottom wick is my stop loss. All right. And if the market continues to push up, that's cool. Pat yourself on the back for, reading the charts. But your edge has to appear. All right. You see when I drag this to the left? Okay. But yeah, let's just be patient here. But this is a break out of the pre-market range. Okay. So my template here, 1 hour bullish candle. My template says look for short positions, but I will be patient here. Dun, 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 dun. So the 15-minute. It's a bullish candle. Oh, noted. It's, okay. And like I said, I'm sticking with the 30-minute, especially during the summer price action. Because if I just would have been a little patient yesterday, I would have avoided that. You see this one loss here. It's all good though. Don't beat yourself up. Come back, keep a positive attitude, keep going. Time is now 10:05 a.m. Thanks again for all the support. We did get a nice retest with this support and a breakout with a bullish bias. But again, I need a steeper bottom wick than that, so I will hold off for right now. Okay, this is why we just did not hop into that long entry just because we got a closure above. Gotta be patient. We want to see a retest of this navigation zone. To be honest, this is a nice, clean 30-minute candle with a wick to fill. So let's watch price. See how it wants to move here today. Okay, YouTube. So right here at this pre-market resistance, we have short sellers. And now with this breakout, we have people going long. So now my job is to just wait to see, all right, who wants to step into the market today. All right, and again, we're just looking left over here, saying that the market can get down. We may can continue pushing like we did the previous days, and especially below these levels. But if we stay above, we could potentially push up here today. Nice clean candles here. And like I said, times of volume, I'm not really worried about that resistance. And to be honest, I would highly suggest it's not, financial advice or whatever, but any retail trader struggling with fear, following your rules or executing when your edge appears, record yourself, okay? Record your trading sessions, all right? And then watch it. Watch yourself not do what you said you was gonna do. It has definitely helped my trading out tremendously. All right, not to mention, I don't care really who watches these videos. Granted, I'm making it to help people out. But honestly, you know, God forbid, if I don't see tomorrow, I have at least 70 videos on this channel. My son could go back and watch and be like, okay, this how my dad used to trade. Okay. All right, we're coming back inside this pre-market range. And remember, I was saying the template said a 1 hour bullish candle and a 15-minute bullish doji. The template said look for short positions. You don't just hop in short, you look for short positions. And again, I probably won't take any sells or any trades for that matter in this range right here today. But like I said, if we, get a nice setup here under this navigation zone, we do got a nice clean candle. If this candle right here just don't, push straight down, stop all these buyers, which it look like it's about to do. But for me to take a sell here today, I would need a closure below this navigation zone and a retest. All right, give me more conviction to push on down. But other than that, just waiting. Just waiting. Chilling out on a 30-minute time frame. Okay. So if anyone hopped into this breakout trade, they are currently in drawdown. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so you have price pushed down to all of this chop again. So you got a push up and a push down here on this Thursday. I'll be honest, unemployment claims usually it'd be choppy price action. I'm not gonna lie. 12 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Okay, the sellers are definitely stepping in here. We got less than 9 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Okay. Like I said before, I'll hold off on any trades in this range here and just wait for these clean candles coming down here to the left. The price makes it down there today, or at least while I'm here at the charts. All right, 8 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. We did break these previous candle lows. As far as the buys, to be honest, I'm cool with. Let's see. But you see, when we get above here, we make a push up. Do, 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 do. And as a day trader, we have to navigate through these ranges. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Yeah, you see here, right here, you get push up, push up, push up, push up, push up. We got about 5 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. We've retested this support level one, two, three, 4 times. Okay, so Time is now 10:30 a.m. Yeah, right now, the only thing we can do is just be patient. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm curious just to see how price reacts. Hmm. We got less than 3 minutes here, and price is pulling back above our navigation zone here. These buys might not be too bad. Coming back up to see if we can retest this resistance. Do, 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 do. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, price like that. We still got this pre-market. Oh, I see here. Wow, so what I had marked up originally, look at that. We still stand above this zone. We are creating a celery play here, YouTube. Huh. You see this? Wow, buyers are not playing with them boys today. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. With this retest of the support and price closing back above, if I get a steep, let's see, huh, yeah, I'm gonna be patient here. Okay, so we got a breakout of this pre-market range. Sellers try to step in, buyers pushed them all the way back up, somewhat close back above this resistance here. Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay. Hmm, I see. Wow. Different kind of price action. But again, closing above this level here, it's staying above with these sellers. But this 30 minute made a nice top wick and now it's pushing down. Ooh, wait. Thursday price action. Yeah, as you can see, price has just been in this range to start the morning. I want to say the US is doing strikes on Iran. So time is now 10:32, 10:32 a.m. And again, you see, you got these nice clean candles here to the left. See this resistance, got a closure above. Sellers also stayed above. Somewhat creating a celery play. I want to say if price can get back up here and break these previous candle highs, I may want to take a long entry coming up here. Yeah. And again, price staying above the support here. Sellers push down, but could not quite close below. And again, let's go here. Daily focus, no fear, execute when edge appears. I'm just trading out probabilities when price gets above these levels in the past. All right, push it up. Okay, so I'll enter the break of these previous kind of highs. Probably keep my stop loss at 74768. If we break these highs, I'll add more. Vantage point right up in here. So that'll be the trade. All right, buyer stepped in above this pre-market high, closed above. Sellers tried to step in, but we stayed above this strong resistance here. So if we break this previous kind of high, I will enter a long position. keep my stop loss where this resistance is, here to the left, and see if we can move up like we did here in the past. And again, what's giving me conviction with this trade is these multiple retests of these support levels and sellers trying to step in, but buyers pushing them back up. So I'll enter here, and if it break this high, I'll add more. And I'll add more at the break of this high if we get activated. All right, so I'll be adding 3 times to this position. I mean, adding 2 times to this position and taking profit up here. All right. This is a very key area. We got a key resistance right here. See this? Nice double top. We also got a key support here and here. So time is now 10:38 a.m. And again, this is just be a 30-minute salary play. All right, we were waiting for the breakout, which we got it. Waiting for a bottom wick. All right, didn't quite get it, but seller still closed above this resistance. Okay. We're targeting this clean traffic and this clean traffic. Okay. Okay. All right, so pushing up through this navigation zone. You know what? I may just go low risk on this trade due to the price action. But again, when we retest this level here, the market does push up in the past, right? It's Thursday, toward the end of the week. I'll keep my risk low on this trade. So yeah, just one. All right, we got a little less than 19 minutes for this 30-minute candle closure. And again, we can break it down one more time. Price broke out of this pre-market range, got a closure above. We're waiting for a bottom wick to enter a long position. We never got it, but this 30-minute bearish candle closed above this key resistance. So now we waited on a retest, which we got here. Okay. So if I break these previous candle highs, I will enter a long position. And when they break this wick, I will add more. All right, based off of what price did right here. All right, we got 17 minutes. Because again, the buyers, are able to get back up here after retesting all of this. Again, my edge says I have to enter the trade. All right, it is what it is. Let probabilities play out after that. Let probabilities play out after that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I just go over this kind of straight. Uh-uh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You see prices struggling in this navigation zone. All right. And that's why we have training wheels because I'm not that smart, so I need help navigating through these ranges. Okay, so far today the market chopped up in the pre-market, break out of the range, came back inside the range, closed above, and now we just kind of wait and see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the buyers and sellers are squabbling. They're squabbling. Nothing we can do. Mm. Oh man, we'll watch them squabble. Understood. Break up the high. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see if we can get up and break these 13 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. You know, long as price is trading above here, once I enter this trade, I'll manage it. All right, but I'm going low risk. All right, based off of the market conditions here today. And I know before I get into this trade, it's probabilities, emotional stability, emotional stability. Again, you see how vital this pre-market navigation zone is. Okay. You won't avoid every fake out, but it does help you with patience. So you can see why price is kind of struggling at a level. Let's get this out of here for now. Time is now 10:48 a.m. 10:48 a.m. Thursday, July 9th. All right, here today I do have a bullish bias on SPY. Pre-market range, broke out of the range. Sellers tried to step in, closed above this major resistance. And now we just wait. All right. 11 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And if we get buyers like to close above here as well, again, I will still need a bottom wick on that next candle to take my buys coming up. No bottom wick, no entry. The current candle we have now have a nice bottom wick, which is why I don't mind entering if we can break these previous candle highs. That's only if. Only if. I think we had some earnings today. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys. Every video, I got to show you guys. All right, TTE trading. This is where I learned my strategy. Go to videos, popular. You would go here to Playbook 2.0 and range 1 and range 2 breakouts. This is how I trade. And I would advise that you watch his live videos as well. Okay, we have flipped bearish on this 30-minute. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Okay, so price has closed below the navigation zone. Nice top wick. I'm curious to see if it break its own low, will it fill this wick? That's why we got to be patient here. All right. A retail trader who's in a long position. All right, he's waiting. A retail trader in a short position is waiting as well. But to be honest, right now, like my template said, a short position looked like it may be in play here. But I will be patient because again, we did get a closure below this navigation zone. Nice top wick activating buyers. So curious to see what price want to do here. Because buyers definitely got activated with this top wick. Seven minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Okay, so the price break these lows, I may enter a short position here. Going low risk, we are counter trend. But I like this. We got a closure below the navigation zone. A nice retest. So we break these 30-minute lows. We got a wick to fill. All right. And more clean traffic coming down. All right, a little less than 6 minutes. There's 30-minute candle to close. And like I said, my edge consists of this navigation zone, closures, and retests. You see here, we close back below. Nice top whip for a retest. So just got to be patient, though, to see if we break these lows, will we come fill this wick. Oh, these buyers are hanging in there, G. Yo. Yeah, I'm not gonna get activated the last 5 minutes of a 30-minute candle. But wow. Yeah, they squabbling, yo. They're squabbling. We've been here for an hour, patiently waiting as buyers and sellers squabble it out. Shout out to all the retail traders out there not giving up. Thank you for joining me on my road to profitability. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Babe. Shout out to Puda. Let's do this. Less than 4 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Mhm. I can only imagine what this price action look on the 5 minute. I'm straight. Trying to preserve my mental capital. All right, let me see if I can show you guys the edge. Here it is. Here it is. All right, that's the edge. That is the edge. Okay, the VIX is trading at about 16.48. We got 11.5 million people trading SPY right now. About 2 minutes. Price is staying above. You see this major resistance. If you look to the left, this is a major resistance, especially on Tuesday right here. All righty. All right, a little over 1 minute until this candle closes. So we would have been activated. I would have been activated there, but I'm not gonna get activated the last 1 minute of the candle. I will wait. Because I need a bottom wick on the next candle. If you feel me, if you can feel me, if you can feel me. Yeah, I'm going low risk on this due to the market conditions here on this beautiful Thursday. 30 seconds. All right, and it's going to give us a nice celery play above this pre-market level. If we can close bullish above this navigation zone. 5 seconds, 4, 1. All right, we closed above. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick here. Oh, steeper bottom wick than that. Yeah, that bottom wick is too small. All right, price just runs up. That's cool. I definitely do need a bottom wick though. I need a bottom wick. Oh, All right, let's see if price can give us a bottom wick. Hmm, not quite, huh? Not yet. Not yet. All right, come on. Give us a bottom wick. Give us a bottom wick. Come on. Push it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. If it takes off, it takes off. I am okay. Because if you see in the past, all right, retouch. Granted, nice subtle replay closure above, but if I enter here, all right, stop loss all the way down here. Yeah, I'll let the market go because the 1 hour candle just opened, so they open with a very small bottom wick. So I'm cool. I'm here to survive, to trade for tomorrow, not to make money today. Okay? We gotta stay in control of our minds. No FOMO. All right? No FOMO. I do. Come on. Come on, SPY. Give us a bottom wick. Give me a bottom wick. Mm, mm. Come on, baby. Ah, 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 ah. Yeah, you gotta have fun with it. All right, this would be considered a 30-minute celery. Celery, 68% win rate. But we need a deeper bottom wick than this. All right. 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks. And again, yes, this candle do have a bottom wick, but it's just not steep enough for me. All right. It didn't activate enough sellers. Price keep moving up. That's cool. All right. Price may not give us this bottom wick. It may just take off here. That's cool too. That's cool too.
Increase spending on new plants in the U.S. to $250 billion. They're going to put $3 billion towards securing domestic.
All right, because once you take a trade just to make money, you fall into a bad loop of that. That's how you revenge trade. So I won't revenge trade or do anything crazy. All right. I'll just be patient. I'll just be patient. All right, we broke the previous candle highs. let the market go. And again, it's not a surprise game if the price moving up because of what it did in the past, but it didn't present me with an entry, so nothing I could do. If you're in these longs, great trade though, great trade. Nice clean candle coming up. Nice clean candles coming up. Do, 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 do. Price again, it gave us a celery above, but I didn't want to enter on the celery play. And then price comes all the way down to make a bottom wick on this 1 hour candle. Okay. So no sir. Only thing I can say here today, maybe she's above here, maybe more clean traffic, but it's all good. It is all good. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Like I said, us staying above this major resistance, figure, all right, coming up, but I didn't want to get activated the last 1 minute of that 30-minute candle, and I was waiting for a bottom wick for this candle here. But again, we do have more clean traffic coming up. Um, could try to catch some of this. If not, I will call it a session here today. Pretty much a little whipsaw action. All right, nice celery. See what price want to do, man. Let's see what price want to do. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Glad to see the edges playing out. Glad to see we are reading the markets. Beautiful. Beauty. Oh. I do 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 do. I do 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 do. I don't. I do. Oh wow, we are rejecting top of this range. $3 minutes for the 15-minute counter close. Let's see. Okay, the time is 9:11, 12 a.m. All right, we pretty much filled this clean traffic. We do have more clean candles coming up, or this clean candle here. But for me to take buys above here, I need a retest of this level. All right. All right, 2 minutes, 2 minutes for this 15-minute counter to close. Yeah, I really do think summer price action is designed to make you break your trading plan to make money. They know there's things going on, you traveling, family reunions, all kind of stuff. So yeah, they do false, a lot of fake breakouts, a lot of just pushing the market one direction. And that's why we wait. See here, closure above, nice retest, push up. Like I said, we are definitely doing a better job of reading the markets and navigating through these ranges. But if they don't, like if the setup don't appear, then nothing that we could do. Previous 15-minute did not close above. See if we can get a 30 minutes to close above. Again, this was a nice celery play. But this bottom wick wasn't steep enough. Do some data on it. Maybe you didn't need the bottom wick with all these retests. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Not gonna risk the real capital until we have the data behind it. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, my bad. Real time. Charles Schwab. Here we go. Real money. All right, let's be patient here. It's 11:16. Been here for about an hour and a half. Like I said, not much happening here. Not yet, anyway. We did get a breakout of this pre-market range. Price pulled all the way back. Buyers closed back above. Nice celery play for price to push up like it is now. But in order for me to take advantage of this clean range here, I created a navigation zone right here. If I get a closure above and a nice retest, take some loss coming up. All right, but you see prices pulling back. Like I said, that 15-minute candle did not close above. Okay. 12 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And again, that's why I didn't just hop into that long without getting a steeper bottom wick. All right. And of course, nobody knows what the market is going to do, including myself. But, based off of my back testing and forward testing, all right, the bottom wick for me is necessary. Okay, YouTube, you see how when price was pushing up, did not give me an entry. I immediately went to the next range to see how I could enter the market. Look what price is doing right now. It is reacting to that navigation zone. Okay. So just know every day you come to the charts and keep putting in work, you are getting better. You are getting better. Let's see here. The reason we got to navigate is because everybody can see all of these levels. All right. And again, this celery position was not a bad entry. I just did not want to get activated the last 1 minute of this candle, and I needed a steeper bottom wick for the current candle. All right, we got about a little less than 9 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And again, we get a closure above this navigation zone with a retest. We may take advantage of buys coming on up. Okay, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Nice juice box. And again, we called it out, but like I said before, if the trade doesn't meet the criteria, can't enter. It doesn't matter. hmm You can't miss a move that's not yours. Not possible. All right, so what? We got about 3 minutes. And again, we're gonna wait some more once we get a closure above. I want to retest. Wow, I was on mute the entire time. My bad. My bad, YouTube. Okay, so again, we got closures above here. All right. Nice bottom wick, nice retest. So we break this previous candle high, I will be long SPY. Wow, I was talking that entire time. Pretty much saying how I stayed out of this celery play. All right, due to the fact that I was waiting for a steeper lower wick like I'm getting now. Okay. This is a nice retest. Nice retest for me. All right. And again, I'm gonna enter here, breaking the previous candle highs. And if we are able to get up in here, I'll add more, see if we want to fill this wick. Other than that, if that don't play out, then I'll call it a day here. We got 25 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Yeah, YouTube, we were just going off of previous price action. Here, I just do my best to trade identical price action, which is why I was willing to take these longs coming up because when price get above these levels, we push up. Same with this trade here. When buyers get above here, all right, we can push up, push up, push up, push up. And that doesn't mean this has to happen, which is why the daily focus is no fear, execute when edge appear. 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 All right, so we break these highs. I'll be long. All right, this would be considered a 30-minute breakout on a bullish day. All right. Remember, we would have took this breakout, but we were waiting for a bottom wick, and then waiting for that bottom wick, price stopped out all of these buyers. Then we got a celery play, but again, we were waiting for a nice bottom wick, did not get it. Now we have a breakout, clean candle with a wick to fill here to the left. All right, closure above the navigation zone. Bottom wick for the retest. I have to enter this position and let probabilities play itself out. You know what? I may not add to this. I may just let it rock out. I'm gonna just let it rock out. Close some partial to this advantage point. Full TP would be up there. All right, let's see if we can break these previous candle highs. We got about 21 minutes for this candle to close. Time is now 11:38 a.m. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. And I'm reading these trading books, like Jared Martinez and Trader Tom. Staying focused in the moment. We don't worry about this right here. We focus on what's going on now. All right. What's going on now is we got a 30-minute breakout on a bullish day. Clean candle here to the left. A nice bottom wick. If we break these previous candle highs, I am long. And I accept the probabilities. I know that I may lose this trade, and I know that I may win. But I'm risking accordingly, so if I lose, it's okay. It is okay. Been here for almost 2 hours now. 2 hours. All right, we're gonna push up here. Haven't quite broke those highs yet, so I will be patient. Okay, I am long SVY. I want to see if we can possibly fill this range, take some profit at that advantage point. Make sure I get a picture of this. Entry. All right, let's see how the trade plays out. I'll close some parcels at this advantage point, and full TP is right there. Alrighty. Thank you guys again for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. Seriously, I really do. And this is the breakout, so I have a 55% win rate when it comes to breakouts. So let's see how this plays out. All right, and we're just going off of what price has done in the past. When we get closer above with a retest, price is pushed up. All right, so we are targeting this clean candle here. for this wick to fill. Like I said, I went low risk because of the market conditions. Let's see how this trade plays out. All right, my job is not to win or lose your trade. It was just to come here and follow my plan. So it is a W on the day for me. Mm, yeah. All right, and you see here, I'm bullish. All right, got a breakout, and I waited on the bottom wick. All right, so that's what I did here today. Thirteen minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Okay, and this is the last, what, 15 minutes of the 1 hour candle. All right, let's just be patient because again, we're just waiting to see if price do what it did in the past. Even if we would have entered here, this trade would have been definitely, I would have been taking profits up there. Like I said, we were looking for an entry here in this range. Got to close your above, nice bottom wick. So had to take it. Do 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 do. That's the part about trading that's real, man. Once you get into that trade, right? Man, but as long as we, risking accordingly, it's all good. We can wait and just see what price does. Just wait and see. But as long as you can explain to yourself why you got in, so when you watch this later on, it's all good. You won the day. All right. You may not necessarily always win the trade, but you can always win the day. So all right, YouTube, we got a little over 9 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And again, I'll break it down one more time. I had to enter this position. We have this clean candle here to the left that I'm targeting. Closures above this resistance. You see here, we get a closure above with a retest and a break of the high. We push up. So just want to see a price do the same thing here today. And I've already accepted that, this price could come back and get me. That's okay. I'll just go back and look at it and go from there. But yeah, I had to enter. If buyers are able to get back above here, which they were, and retest, which they did, and break the previous candle high, which it did, I didn't have an option but to enter. Like that's the only option I had. And just like this trade down here, nice salary play. And again, maybe these retests didn't call for me to need such a steep bottom wick. And I will look at that later on. All right. But for now, just stay focused in the present moment. And that's why it's a good to watch live traders because this is a part of it. All right. Emotional stability. And you too, just remember it's okay. All right. We're not in control. We only in control of looking left to get right. All right. Held off on this today because I didn't get my requirements. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure someone caught a good long. That's good. So I waited till I got into a range that I want to trade in, which is this clean candle here. I got a breakout, closure above, retest, and I'm good to go. As far as me, you know what I mean? Like, no stress, just trading. Just trading. Okay, we did want this candle to close a little stronger bullish and kind of keep pushing up. It's okay. We got less than 5 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. And again, I was thinking price may want to come up and fill this. So we'll just wait. And we'll wait. 5 minutes until this candle close. Okay, we got a little less than 3 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. May have to go ahead and manage this position. One hour is leaving a wick to fill. But again, it opened with little to no bottom wick. Okay. I want to see if this next 1 hour open with a bottom wick to keep moving up, potentially. Closing above this resistance. And again, this is the area that I was targeting. This clean candle and wick to fill, just like price did over here and over here. But there's nothing we can do but just put on our edge, which is what we did. All right, we got about a little less, a little over 1 minute before this 1 hour candle close. We wanted to open up with a bottom wick to keep pushing up. Uh, I did not know this video would be this long. We're going over 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. And this 1 hour closing above. Well, not just yet. We got 10 seconds. Yeah, we are pulling back here. 1-0. We closed above. Did not want to open with a top wick like this. That is not a good sign. Man, okay. 30-minute did close above the navigation range, but it's just not looking the hottest for me right now. We wanted this kind of to open with a bottom wick, not a top wick. They could be activating buyers as we speak. But the fact that we closed above this navigation zone, my edge says I have to stay in. But yeah, I definitely did want this counter to open with a bottom wick. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Mm. That's making a steep top wick too. Wow, activating many of buyers. Oh man. Broke the 30-minute highs. You know what? I'm actually gonna take a little profit right here. This candle don't have a bottom wick, man. Gee, you see? It's already pulling back. Here we go. Man, all I needed was this candle to open with a steep bottom wick, but it wouldn't give it to me, baby. It's just activating buyers now. I do not have conviction that this market is going to continue to push up. If it does, cool, but wow. That's why I took profit at this wick fill. Man, oh man, what a market! What a market! What a market, man! Mm-mm-mm. Candle open with no bottom wick and broke the previous candle highs. I'm curious to see if it fills the range. I'm curious to see if it fills the range. All right, we got a nice push here. All right, we're pushing. All right, candle with no bottom wick. I'm gonna trail to stop. All right, we're in a risk-free trade here. Let's see if we can get price to keep on pushing up. But we get back below this wick. I'm gonna just go ahead and get out because this candle open with no bottom wick and it can flip bearish at any time. I feel like I should have took a picture of this. All right, let's see if we can continue to trade above this level. Yeah, our stop loss is in profit now. Glad we stuck with this trade, but like I said before, the conditions is why I did not go heavier here. But again, we got nice clean candles coming up, wicks to fill. All right, close a little bit more of this advantage point up here. Okay. Let the rest of it just run. All right, overall good trade. We took a breakout, hit our advantage point. Let's see if it comes up to hit the full TP. All right, we can go over it one more time. Advantage point there. All right, so we got a clean candle here to the left on the 30-minute. See, we got a strong resistance. So I was waiting for a closure above, which I got it here at 11:30. Then I was waiting for a bottom wick, which I got it on this candle, and a break of the previous candle highs. So I entered a long position. Why? Because of what price did here in the past. Okay. And I do have a bullish bias due to the previous daily candle closure. All right. You see here on Wednesday, we closed bullish. So I came into the day with a bullish bias, marked up key levels on the 1 hour time frame. All right. And went down to the 30. All right. I was thinking about entering a long position here on this celery play over this pre-market resistance, but I decided not to because I was waiting for a steeper bottom wick. Okay. You can see here, this was my navigation zone. All right. And I never got a retest. All right. That's the difference between this setup and this one. Okay. This one I got a closure above and a retest. All right. Curious to see if price continue to push up here. Overall, great trading day. Great trade. Great trade. Great trading day. Great trading day. Way to stay disciplined, stick with the plan. And we've been here for a while. I broke down the trade. We got my entry. We hit the advantage point right here. Okay, boom. All right, I'll come back tomorrow, let you guys know if trade hit the full TP. Just like yesterday, this trade right here came down to hit the full TP. That short position I took. All right. But yeah, we hit the advantage point here. I moved my stop loss to in profit because this candle does not have a bottom wick. So I'll let it play out. I want to thank everybody again for watching the videos on this channel. Greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. If you want to reach out to me, boom, the Breakthrough Trader underscore on IG. Until next time, all right? I will be back tomorrow. All right, let's see why I get a nice push up here with no bottom wick. Sketchy. All right, YouTube. I love you guys. God bless. I'm out.